Welcome to another episode of Robbie Comics. My name is Robbie, and these are comics. So we are up to issue 5 of the Sensational She-Hulk series. Issue 4 was awesome, featuring Stiltman. But this episode, we've got a character that I don't think ever appears in anywhere else in the MCU, and it's kind of a sort of a piss take of Doctor Doom. But yeah, let's get cracking. So front cover looks awesome. Obviously some kind of nudge to the old Flintstone series, and yeah, looks so basically the premise of this is someone is controlling TV channels and then sort of projecting them into the real world. So She-Hulk and a bunch of other civilians are kind of stuck inside of certain TV shows, and there's a lot of I guess, for lack of a better word, Easter eggs hidden throughout this episode. So let's see if we can find a good number of them. So let's get cracking. Okay, so first open spread there, we've got She-Hulk just chilling on the couch, about to watch some TV. And obviously that's going to ensue all kinds of craziness. So first we've got some... just some like old school TV show happening here. She looks like, nah, don't particularly like that. Anyone who recognizes this character, he's called Fab Rat in this one, but obviously that's Danger Mouse, which I think is actually a British TV show. I'm not too sure. But yeah, obviously Danger Mouse happens, and then something goes a bit crazy with the mouse character, who then actually chases after a cat, and she's like, oh my gosh, what the heck is going on? That cat is eating that mouse right on camera. So that's when She-Hulk starts to get a bit wary about what's actually going on around her. And we've got this kind of weird TV show happening. Some dude's got a chainsaw and then sinks it into some guy's head. I think that might be a reference to yeah, I can't remember what the name is. It's an old, a really sort of 70s 80s film, something of Mice and Men, is it, if that's it. But then obviously She-Hulk's terrified about what's happening there, so she tries to change the channel, and then that last cell on the next page, she gets transported to some kind of jungle environment, and she's like, this doesn't seem good at all. So she hears a cry for help, springs into action, and there's a little child about to be eaten by a very crudely drawn T-Rex, although it does remind me of the way that they drew Godzilla in a few of the Godzilla issues. And actually She-Hulk comes along, saves the day, and seems to drag the T-Rex away by its tail. Hi there, tall, dark, and carnivorous. You say Yumi have a little chat. And then she just swings it by its tail and launches it, so it's no longer a threat. And then she goes over to make sure the kid's alright. My name's Paul White. Last thing I remember was I was in my room and I was gonna watch my favorite cartoon show, The Stonestons, or Stonesteins. Obviously a mistake of the Flintstones, as per the front cover. So She-Hulk goes over and investigates. You see the Flintstones hanging out there. Yabba dabba, yabba dabba. Oh man. It's crazy. It is crazy how they. I wonder if there was any kind of like, I guess like copyright infringement or something in these issues, just because it does this a lot. But anyway, so She-Hulk finds a TV remote, changes the channel, and they suddenly get transported to, I guess, a new TV show. I believe in this case it's something like the Flintstone, the Jetsons, I think, is where they get teleported to. But these are kind of like the villains that are happening. So you've got some creepy duck chick, and Dr. Bong, which is obviously just a piss take of Doctor Doom, which is hilarious. But essentially every time the channel changes, he like bangs his head and it changes the world that they're in, which is amazing. So She-Hulk gets teleported to this futuristic environment. They find some other civilians, but yeah, it's very much Jetson themed. This kind of like futuristic world here. But yeah, so he obviously pitches. He says, "This is obviously what I'm doing. I have to do now by tuning my pitch to the required frequency. Watch the children while I'm gone, Fifi, and continue to monitor the disturbance, but touch nothing. Only my chime can activate the mechanisms, and that manual off switch is for emergency use only. Danger, plot device, do not touch." So yeah, so the She-Hulk and the little civilians there, they get teleported to RoboCop. But he's not called RoboCop, he's called Robot Cop, because, you know, that makes it all right. Oh, amazing. So obviously they have an altercation with RoboCop. I mean, Robot Cop. You know, dead or alive, you're coming with me. And then Bong happens. RoboCop gets turned off. And then again, She-Hulk addresses the audience saying, "Dr. Bong, is this some kind of joke? The Fantastic Four and Spider-Man get Dr. Doom in their 5th issues, and I get this clown." Clown? So yeah, so he then says that the genius who invented Bong Vision. So he bongs his head, he changes channel. So you got this RoboCop. I'm assuming this is, what is it, Yogi Bear, I think it is. Don't know what this one is. And that's obviously Bugs Bunny and Roger Rabbit. I can't think of what this one is. Maybe Mr. Magoo or something? I don't know. But yeah, but obviously he's now saying that he's the one that's basically in control and changing the world and stuff. Oh, I didn't see that the first read through. That's Castle Grayskull from HeMan. Amazing. Then you're the one who's been bonging all these shows into realistic versions of themselves. So yeah, so then he's just going on about his like background and stuff and what he's been doing. This looks like Toys R Us George, maybe a Godzilla and something, I don't know. But he's just kind of like explaining what's happening and how he taught his little kids to watch TV or something. And yeah, like the mind-numbing imagery, and he's just talk about how he didn't like his kids watching it and how stupid it was. So he decided to make it his mission to make it like a real life scenario thing. And then this is when, again, breaking a crazy fourth wall here. So let's see what happens if I start playing by mine about like her rules and how obviously she breaks the fourth wall and communicates to the readers and so on and so forth. So you see this kind of like page rip here. Now, this is great. So this is obviously supposed to be some kind of like double page spread for adverts. As you've probably known from other comic book series, other comic retailers would advertise their comics for sale in comic books, which makes sense. So obviously She-Hulk's taken the civilians through all this stuff, and then she's like trying to basically get them out to where they can escape this place. But although this looks like it legit is like an actual advert, if you read through it, it's actually hilarious. So it's obviously not a real advert. It starts off like, you know, you've got Alt issues 2 for Alien Legion, Alpha Flight, Amazing Spider-Man, but then there's like little paragraphs where they're just like kind of taking the mick a little bit. Amazing Spider-Man, indentured servitude for a period of not less than 15 years. So that's if you want to get issue 1, that's what you've got to pay. Then the Avengers, number 1, forget it. Even if I had one, I wouldn't sell it to you. Number 2, are you kidding? After the lame offers you made for the old Spider-Man stuff. 3, no way, Jose. And then Kazar, you know I never did figure out how to pronounce this guy's name. Like, is it Kazar or is it Kazar? Or what? Oh man, there's great ones. Nightcrawler, an X-Book, 1,000 each, coverless. Coupons are clipped. Oh, there was one that I really enjoyed. Which one was it? It was like, yeah, Conan the King. I mean, these are just warmed over Null stories, right? Or is it Null who's warmed over Conan? I can never remember. Spent too long on there, but yeah, if you ever get this issue, you just read through that page. It's just worth it for that page. That double page spread is great. So then we've got this DuckTales character chick just chilling out. She-Hulk bursts in. C'est pas le She-Hulk, oh no! And then she accidentally turns off the Okay, hands up everyone who didn't see this coming. Barbie. Oh, amazing. So then obviously she turns off the machine that's like generating all this all these random shows. Unfortunately, obviously their, I guess, base of operations is located in Mongolia, so they're just like, how do we get home now? And then we kind of turn to this random page. I have no idea who these characters are. So I don't know who or what it's referencing, but I don't know who this is. And if Ulysses Solomon Archer is still alive out there in deep space, you and me is sure enough gonna find him. I have no idea who that is. I don't know if this is Star Trek. You know, I have no clue. So it kind of ends weirdly. I would have liked it to have ended on like a bit more a known character. I mean, I could be completely dumb. These guys could be like major characters that I just don't understand who they are. But yeah, it's not like they're like Wolverine or anything. You know what I mean? So it just goes right over my head. Oh, it is. Oh, Star Trek. Yeah, it is. Okay, interesting. I might have to look into that afterwards. But anyway, that is episode 5 of the Sensational She-Hulk. So again, hilarious run, hilarious issue. I love the Easter eggs that are in this. And yeah, another great read. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like what I'm doing, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Drop a comment. Let me know how if you are enjoying the Sensational She-Hulk. Let me know if you've got any other ideas for comics that you want me to see or do another read through series. Obviously, there's like 50 issues plus in this series, so this is going to last a while. And obviously we've got Godzilla to continue, but yeah, let me know if there's any other series you want me to go through. I'll be happy to see what I can do about that. But yeah, but as always, thank you so much for watching. Peace out and stay crispy.